Okay, sir. So we calculated your wages based on you making $5,804 a month. Um, and then you paying $156.66 a month for medical and dental. Um, that came out to a child support amount of $800 a month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
No.
Okay, and can you tell the court why you don't agree?
Cause you don't
I
motherfucking
don't
want
agree
to.
because, as I stated before, I drive an hour and a half to work daily, and I'm working um, 2 days one week, 3 days the week following. And so what's being calculated now, of course, is holiday pay, which is not there. So my income, if you look at my check stubs that are submitted prior to November, December, Thanksgiving, Christmas coming up, or these holidays, only
Yeah, he
made
told him.
roughly 4,400 a month or 45.
Like
So
he,
what's being shown now is not nowhere near accurate of what's going to be there come January,
self-snitching.
and it's not giving into account that I'm having to pay to actually work there, and I'm only I actually went to that job for the insurance so that I can get more MRIs and everything else. So when I come back this way, with the amount that's being said to pay for the child support, said at the amount now, I'm gonna have to come back to my side, find a whole nother job because I'm not gonna be able to afford gas to get to work. I pay roughly 150, 200 or more a week just to get to work
Look at them hoes.
currently.
They don't care.
And so my average base pay
Y'all should have the
with the nurse
same
that I am
attitude
is
these hoes
roughly
have.
22, 23 an hour. So I was getting the
Yeah,
amount
he
that I'm
talk too
getting
much.
just to drive there. And so the amount that's being calculated or you're tallying up with holiday pay, and it's nowhere near accurate of what I would make in my field if I were to not have to drive an hour and a half to work. Or if, of course, holiday pay is not included. And so come January, it's gonna put me in a huge bind, and I'm gonna have to literally find another job. I'm gonna be back here. Like you couldn't afford to go to work.
Okay. Pass a witness.
All right, Ms. Harrison.
Thank you, Mr. Kivian. I want to talk about this holiday pay, which I see if I can show my screen. Kind of want to go over this paycheck stub with the court. Let's. Wait, give me a second, so it'll let me show my screen. Okay. Are you able to see the screen?
No.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Can we see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I kind of want to go over my clients. These are the last 3 recent paycheck stubs, which
And this is
Attorney
his
Ashley said that she
lawyer.
was looking at and calculating this. As we can see, and I'm going to highlight this. I will, so you can see it on the screen, not highlighted really, but holiday and holiday worked. Each check, it accounts for about $562.50. Off of the regular pay. So whereas this is adding up to $29.02, it would probably be around 24 just off of the holiday pay. And it shows that he is working overtime, of course, so that he can get these hours. And here, this is a unit of 12.5. This is the first check. If we scroll down, we do see the dental as well as the medical. On here as well, and the vision that my client is also paying for all 4 of the the children, 3 of them that are minors that he takes care of, but we can go into that. The next paycheck, we see that right here, it's actually significantly less because it shows that there is no holiday that's worked.
This
And
is
this
his
is what I
lawyer
kind of want
turning him
to draw
over.
your attention to here. That when
They trying to
my
split up his
client
money.
is not working holidays, which that actually ends after the holidays. So the end of the year, starting in January, his check will be significantly less. Here, this one is $26.77. And then I'm going to go to the third one, if you can follow me here. Now, here he was able to get overtime, which, Darrell, can you kind of talk about the overtime situation? I know you really try to get those hours, but what happens in January?
We didn't have any nurses at that time. And so when we didn't have nurses, I was able to get overtime. Now that the shifts are filled, pretty much, and that's also where the calculation comes in at where you see the $3,500 bonus was for me to start due to a shortage of nurses out that way. And that's why I was pretty much stating that once I come back here, this is totally inaccurate because now everybody's feel like we're not in COVID anymore. Nobody's offering that type of hourly salary in my profession.
Right. So
And
this
so
check,
yes, I'm sorry.
so this check was $27.19, correct? And that is kind of the max of the gross. I mean, sorry, I'm at the gross. This check is $34.87. This is the largest paycheck that you've received.
Correct, and we didn't have anybody
Look
at
at
that
this
time.
nigga.
Okay. But normally, what are your paychecks around dollar amount as far as the gross?
They usually, as far as growth go, 21,
For record
23
purposes. Man, fuck you.
gross max.
Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing this screen.
You better
There we
stop
go.
sharing it, bitch.
Quick question for you.
Fucking
So
clown.
you mentioned about your brain surgery. Can you talk a little bit about why you said that why you selected this job?
Brain, sir, that's why he fucked up.
The PPO insurance calls for me to pretty much almost pay nothing out of pocket. And with me having to constantly go back and get more and more scans done to make sure that I don't have a brain tumor or anything like that, it's where
Shit, your tumor's in his
it
hearing,
was hard
nigga.
to
These
find
bitches
anything
giving you the
local
tumor.
that was affordable. And there was no PPO
These hoes are the
insurance that I could
tumors on
afford
this
here.
motherfucker.
And so they
This the big
pretty
tumor
much
right
boosted
there.
my hourly rate so that I could afford the
Look at this
insurance.
hoe, all this fake ass weave
They
and
showed me some leeway there because I was having to drive an
goddamn
hour and a
war
half.
paint
So
on.
with the brain surgery, it's like, okay, I know I'm more than likely not going to be able to work as many hours. That's what the provider is going to put me on. He doesn't
Fella, I'm
want
gonna
me
tell you something.
working
Your lawyer ain't
too many
supposed to be
hours
doing
anyway.
that.
And
This
so
right here,
that's the route we're going.
what she doing?
It looks like
That's a no-no.
I just was trying to take care of my kids and my family. So
She got him in a
that's why we're
position
here.
of he working for
Right.
her, but he
So
don't know
you are
she
currently,
works for
you said
him.
your checks are averaging without the holiday pay. Can you say that again?
About 2,100 because I net maybe 17
Okay.
semi-monthly.
And that's semi-monthly. Okay. And the insurance for everyone that is
And look at
on
this
your
bitch. She don't care. This
your
the baby
guardian,
mama. She don't care about
the
his
other
brain
child
tumor. Look at this
that we
bitch.
spoke of earlier, and you have him full-time as well as your other 3 children, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So the son in college, you're still paying for insurance for him as well?
Correct.
That's the child that you have with Miss Fuller?
Correct.
In college.
Okay. So what it's looking like is that these checks are about $1,000 to $1,500 more. So in January, a normal paycheck, of course, would not be
2 more slaves hit the
5804.
screen.
It looks
These
like it
niggas
would
wanna
be
be
around
slaves,
49,
man. Wanna be pimp.
48 gross.
Correct.
Okay. Are you planning on working? Are you going to try to get more overtime in the new year? Is that possible for you?
Not out that way. I'm actually having a plan to come back this way. There's not going to be any overtime, and those slots are filled, and that's why I'm
Yo.
flabbergasted by the
Oh, y'all
numbers.
can't?
I'm like, really?
That would put Demarion at a disadvantage.
Hold on.
Correct.
You see it now?
Mhm.
Yeah, to come back.
Okay. I pass the witness. Thank you.
What
Phillip,
the
anything
fuck?
further?
They blocked it.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Hold
And
on a
I
second.
just want to verify the checks you presented there every 2 weeks
Let
is
me
how you
see,
get paid,
y'all.
not twice a month. Is that correct?
No, it's semi-monthly.
Oh, it's twice a month. Like you don't get paid every 15 days. You get paid
This nigga
twice a
just
month,
gets
24
telling them
paychecks
people
instead of 26
everything.
paychecks because it makes a big difference.
Correct. It's the 10th and 25th every month. So it's
Can you see it
calculating.
now?
That's why it looks like it's overtime when I only work 2 days 1 week, 3 days the next week. So if I happen to pick up a day on the wrong day of the
Yeah,
week,
it's
it's
about
going to
what
be
he
counted as
makes,
overtime when it
not
shouldn't be.
about these children.
That doesn't
See, I
matter.
tell y'all,
That's
Okay.
what
this
Thank
ain't
you.
about
paid.
no
That's what I'm
fucking
trying to ask.
children. It's about you
Yes, sir.
being they hoe.
Yes, Your Honor.
So it's every 10th and 25th, regardless of what hours you work.
Correct.
Okay.
Y'all, can y'all still see it?
Give me just a moment.
Can y'all see it? Oh, they got it on lock. See, can you see it now? So the baby mama don't care, right? They ain't said nothing about these children. Ain't that some funny shit?
Your Honor, may I do a brief closing statement?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Your Honor, the state is requesting that support be based off the paycheck stub that shows that he made $5,804 in a month. Your Honor, the
This
income
nigga
reported for the
lawyer.
father in the third quarter by his employer shows that he made more than that, of $6,629 a month.
And it's always a fat
So,
bitch.
Your Honor, we are basing it off a lower number than what his employer previously reported. So I think that the number is fair based on his past history of work.
Ms. Harrison, do you want to close?
I do, Your Honor. Thank you. Your Honor, I am presenting Darrell Kevion to the court, a father that has not tried to skirt the system, and he is trying to actually pay his child support. He has Demarion on insurance. He is not only an upstanding citizen, but someone that has taken in other children, being the guardian to take care of them as their own. He is currently paying for insurance, dental, vision, and medical for Demarion, as well as trying to pay child support. But being that he does have 2 children with Miss Fuller, as well as the other prior 2 children that are minors, we would request the court to lower what Attorney Phillip is asking to $615 a month, which is something that is bearable for my client, Mr. Kevion. That is something
$615
that
a month
he
for
not
one
only can
fucking
afford, but
child.
that he would love to
A
pay, and
grown
it
ass
wouldn't
nigga in
put
college.
him or Miss Fuller in a situation where he is not able to
Trying
drive
to take care of
anymore
this
to
bitch.
Waco
Pay
to
her
work.
rent.
He would like to stay employed there. Based on what nurses are making here and nurses are making with the upcharge in Waco, that is a drastic difference that my client does not want to have to be forced to do, Your Honor. And of course, this is in the interest of Demarion, and that's what he's trying to do, is just pay child support to support his child and help Miss Fuller out. Thank you, Your Honor.
This old bitch.
All right. So what I did was I calculated it differently than both of y'all. I did it based on his paycheck being about $2,500 a month gross, which is somewhere in between the numbers. Lowest paycheck was $2,340. We had another paycheck that was $26.77, and another check that was
Fuller, that bitch at the
$34.87.
top right corner.
$34.87 sounds like that was an anomaly. So
This hoe right here, that's his
I don't
baby
think that's
mama. Look at her.
probably
She don't care
accurate
if he
as
had a
far as
brain. The bitches don't
on
care.
a long-term basis what income might be. So I base it on $2,500. That's pretty easy. If it's twice a month, then that's $5,000 a month gross. Net income of $4,162, and then $156 for insurance cost subtracted, which is an adjusted net of $4,006. Other children that are not biologically yours or adopted are not your children and not your responsibility.
You
I
hear?
understand you might be a stepfather, but you don't get credit for that.
You heard that?
You also, unfortunately, don't get credit for your adult child either, even though you may be helping there as well. The state law only allows you to get credit for kids that are your children that you have a legal obligation to support.
Y'all
Someone
hear
else
that?
has a legal obligation to support those other children, unless unless you're
fucking
adopting
idiot.
those children, and you haven't done that yet. So I cannot include those in the calculation. So it's basically 17.5% of your income is with one child here that's not emancipated, and one child that you have outside of this case that's your biological child. 17.5% of that is $700 a month. That's what I'm ordering the child support to be set at.
17.
I don't control where you work. I don't know. That's I'm not telling you to leave or not leave, but I can't give you extra credit for leaving or going to a place that's closer or anything like
He
that.
just gonna sit there and not say a goddamn thing.
I mean, I guess on my impression, which has nothing to do with here, is that it sounds like it has good insurance. So I don't know that it's worth it, but at least individually to you, that you have insurance, because a lot of employers do not provide insurance, or it's a lot more expensive than what you're saying here. I understand you got to travel, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't have any control of where you work, but that's something to consider. If you do change employers, of course, enroll the children on the child in your insurance, and give Miss Fuller any new health insurance or dental income information. Obviously, I'm ordering you, Mr. Kevion, to have the insurance and dental through your employer. All right, court costs is billed to Mr. Kevion. The Attorney General's office will draft an order. Ms. Harrison, do you want to review the proposed order before I sign it, or are you okay with just receiving a
Proposed
copy
order.
after I sign it?
I would like to review it, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Ms. Phillip, do you already have her information?
Judge, I'd like to get her email address.
All right, Ms. Harrison, if you could put in the chat privately just to Ms. Phillip, and you could just chat only her, not everybody, and do that before you leave, okay?
I just did it, Your Honor.
Perfect. Okay, then we are done with this case. Y'all are excused. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Y'all see that bitch? Did y'all see that bitch? She got happy. Did y'all see her? Dude, hey y'all, did y'all see that bitch? Oh, bruh.
Judge, do you need a moment to write your notes?
God,
Let me take a 2-minute recess, and then we'll jump
Okay.
in.
Thank you.
Dang. Hey, man. I be trying to tell niggas, stop being a fucking idiot. Stop being a fucking fool. I've been trying to tell people. We've been trying to tell people at Sham Stoppers, man. He ain't say shit. He didn't say, man, I don't consent to it. Man, I'm not paying it. I don't owe you. How do I owe you $1,700 for a college student? They find the stupid niggas. That's all I gotta tell you. Look at this bitch here, court reporter. How many? See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is what I noticed. They get the court reporters for the dumb niggas. They don't get the court reporters for the smart niggas. They get the court reporters for the dumb niggas. If you got some ironclad paperwork, you go in there and talking your shit, tell them you ain't gonna pay, you ain't gonna have no court reporter. I guarantee you that. Look at her. Look at the court. Look at her. Miss Jones. Like she working hard or something, just sitting on her motherfucking ass. Farting. And when she sneeze, she probably pee on herself. Pee probably come out her pussy. What was his name? Escavion Johnson? I might say something next time I'm gonna record. I'm gonna start doing this. I said I was gonna do it a long time ago, but I'm gonna start back doing it. I'm gonna start interacting with these people. See, they're gonna get, they're gonna get mad. Look at her, like she just worked hard 12 hours a day or something. There she go. There go that
Judge, we can
fat
do number
ass.
16.
Okay. Joshua Lampkin and Alexis Davis, please unmute. Alexis Davis, please unmute and turn your camera.
Give me one. I gotta pull.
You want us to skip you and go to another case?
Yes, because I have to pull over somewhere. I'm on the highway.
You're not supposed to be driving during court. All right, we're gonna skip you.
Now this
Okay.
is funny. Driving during
Judge, we can
court.
do number 17.
Okay. Noel Lara and Eunice Rodriguez,
This shit is a joke.
please unmute and turn on your camera so we can begin your hearing.
Fellas, we are in the twilight zone right now. Ooh,
You swear the
look,
testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
ooh, who fucked her?
Yes.
All right. Court notes that Mr. Lara was served July 13, 2023, and no answer's been filed. Go ahead and proceed, Miss Phillip.
Okay. The state calls the mother Eunice Rodriguez. Miss Rodriguez, could you state your full name?
Eunice Rodriguez.
And ma'am,
God
what's the name of the
damn.
child that you have with Mr. Lara?
Leia Anissa Lara.
And how old is the child?
7.
And ma'am, is it correct that the father, Noel Lara, signed a acknowledgement of paternity for this child involved in this case?
Yes.
Self-snitching.
And
Not
ma'am,
self, she's snitching.
is it correct that he filed a pro se divorce in cause number DF 23-11149?
Yes.
Okay. And at this time, you have not got any orders in that cause number. Is that correct?
I was served with the decree, but I haven't signed it, and we don't have a court date.
Hold
okay.
up.
And ma'am, are you asking that you be appointed temporary joint managing conservators?
For me to be the primary conservator?
With you to be the one who decides the child's residence within Dallas and contiguous counties?
Yes.
Okay. And ma'am, are you asking that the father have the standard possession schedule?
Which means that he has her temporarily on the weekends that he's assigned?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Look at the court report. Look at that black bitch up there.
And ma'am,
supposed
is
to
it
be
correct
typing.
that the father is currently disabled?
Yes.
Is he receiving Social Security disability?
I'm not sure.
Okay. And ma'am, the state has proposed that that the child be covered through the government plan of health insurance. Are you in agreement to that?
Yes.
And how is she
Damn.
currently covered?
Medicaid Amerigroup.
Okay. And ma'am, are you in agreement for the father to pay medical support of $0 a month beginning January 1st, 2024?
That's correct.
And are you in agreement for child support to be $0 a month beginning January 1st, 2024.
I told y'all,
Correct.
they for the bitch.
And are you asking that retroactive support and court costs be reserved for final trial?
What does that mean?
That we would not address those two
This
issues at
nigga
this
gotta pay
time
child support
since,
to a dumb bitch.
y'all have the divorce pending.
Correct.
That's embarrassing, fellas.
And ma'am, are you asking that the case be referred to district court?
He even know it. That's why he rubbing his face.
And are you asking that the order be consolidated into the divorce cause number?
Correct.
Okay. Pass the witness.
All right, temporary default order is granted with a referral and consolidation into the divorce.
How she gonna be the witness in the
You
plaintiff?
need to make sure that the judge in that case for the divorce knows that you already have a temporary order. So that makes things a little simpler so we don't have any problems later on. And then y'all can resolve the final issues in any final divorce you may have. All right, the Attorney General's office will draft all that. You are done with the court, ma'am. You can press the leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
I have a question.
Look at this bitch.
Yes, ma'am.
Do I need the temporarily ordered number?
It'll be in this order that you're going to receive.
Okay, thank you.
Lazy bitch. Let me tell y'all something. She's supposed to sign a divorce decree and she tried to hurry up and file child support so she can get some money she wouldn't have to pay.
Judge, do you want to go back
Dirty
to number
bitch.
16 or wait?
No, just Cody.
Okay. Okay.
This is good, fellas. Ain't it this good today? I said I was gonna start back doing this shit. Going to court on a fucking YouTube. So I better not hear none of y'all
Judge, we
niggas
can do number 2.
talking about some Zoom court, nigga. This is not.
All right, that's
This is
Diamante
fake.
Harris and Sherelle Robinson. Please unmute and turn on your cameras so we can begin your case.
All they needed you to say yes for this shit to
You
be
both swear
real.
the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth.
Now look
and
at this
nothing but the
shit
truth,
here.
so help you God.
I do.
Sir, I need an answer.
I do.
Oh, nigga.
Okay. Your Honor, we have a partial agreement on this case. I'll go
There you
ahead
go.
and announce the agreed portions, and then call the parties. We are not asking for DNA testing. We're asking to establish Mr. Harris as the father of the child, Kieran Curie Hall.
Dumb.
And just to be clear, this is a male child. In the petition, the child was listed as female, but the child is actually male. The mother will be appointed sole managing
I'm gonna
conservator
break this
with the
down.
ability
This
to
case
designate the
after
primary
this.
residence in Texas. There is no family violence. The father will have the standard possession order. Health insurance will be through the government plan. Support will be based on the father making $18 an hour at 40 hours a week with credit for one other child. Medical support will be $140 a month beginning January 1st, 2024. Child support will be $442 a month beginning January 1st, 2024. There will be no retroactive medical support or dental support.
They just signing him up.
And no family violence.
No family violence.
I'll go ahead and call the parties.
No neglect.
I call the mother, Sheree Robinson. Miss Robinson, could you state your full name?
Sheree Robinson.
And ma'am, did you hear the announcement that was just made regarding agreed portions of this order?
Yes.
Are you in agreement to those terms of the order?
Yes.
Let's see what this nigga gonna say.
And then as far as the contested portions, the child's last name is currently Hall, is that correct?
Yes.
And ma'am, is it correct that you want to change the child's last name to Robinson-Harris?
Yes.
And that's a combination of both of y'all's names?
Yes.
Hey man, the black bitch
And ma'am, is it
It's
correct that you're
gone.
asking for retroactive child support from the date of the child's birth?
Yes.
And are you asking for a total judgment of $10,608?
Yes.
And are you asking that it be paid off at $104 a month?
Yes.
And ma'am, is it correct that the two of you never lived together?
No.
And did the father ever provide support?
No.
Okay. And ma'am, is it correct that you want a non-disclosure? Oh wait, sorry. You're okay with your address information being included in the order?
Yes.
Okay. Pass the witness.
She got a new nigga.
Call the father, Diamante Harris. Mr. Harris, could you state your full name?
Yeah, Monty Harris.
Okay. And Mr. Harris, did you hear the announcement regarding agreed portions of this order?
Yes.
And sir, are you in agreement to those portions of the order?
Yes.
He fucked up.
And sir, as far as the contested portions, is it correct that you want the child's last name changed to Harris?
Correct.
Oh yeah, he a dumb nigga.
And sir, why are you opposed to it being hyphenated?
I would say if I have to pay for it, I don't think it shouldn't be hyphenated. If I'm the father, the baby should have my last name in it.
Fact.
Okay.
But you
And
still
sir,
stupid.
are you in agreement to the retroactive child support of $10,608?
Okay, here you go.
No, I do not agree to that.
What?
Because we've been waiting for this ever since the baby was born. So I don't think it's my fault that I have to pay the back child support when I've been punctual ever since day one. And I actually have even came to court the first time when it didn't appear.
Look at this bit. Oh shit.
Okay. And sir, would you be in agreement to pay that off at $104
You
a
better say
month?
no.
I don't agree to pay it. Do
Stick
I have
with
to
that,
pay it? Do
nigga.
I gotta agree to it?
Okay, so sir, you're asking for the retroactive support to be $0?
Yes.
And sir, did you ever give the mother money for the needs of the child?
No.
And did the
Smart
two of you
man.
ever live together while the child
No.
was born?
No.
Sir, is it correct that you want a non-disclosure?
Correct.
And sir, has there been any family violence between the two of you?
Well, yeah, it haven't, but when I did have my phone, she
He
had
fucked
hacked
up.
my phone and got into my phone and was contacting different people. Well, I guess she was trying to get a hold of me, but she was contacting different people. I guess I don't know how she did it, but she got into my phone somehow, some way. And so then she also even tried to send some money to herself from one of my bank accounts. I don't even know how she did it. So that's the reason why.
Damn.
Sir, do you have any proof that Miss
Oh, fuck the
Robinson is
nasty
the one who
bitch.
did that?
When I had the cash up, I did not screenshot it, but I have individual that actually seen the picture and the transaction where the money tried to come out my account, but it declined because my account was my card was turned off.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to tell the court, sir?
Damn.
No, ma'am.
Pass the witness.
All right, let me have you clarify a couple of things, Mr. Harris. You said you were in court when this case was filed in 2023. Have you been in court?
All right, we done had enough. Fellas, let me break this shit down to you. The answer is no, all right? Ain't no ands, ifs, buts about it. Ain't no negotiating. Ain't no answering me no questions. Ain't none of that, okay? Now, he gonna show up to a place like this. Exactly. We don't do no Zoom meetings. You know what I mean? This ain't court, fellas, on TV. This is an agreement. They trying to make deals. They ain't say nothing about no children. None of that. They talked about your money. You just a wallet to these hoes. and to they pimp up here, this Aguilar dude. You know what I mean? This is in Texas. Say no, fellas. Say no. It's all right to say no. You ain't gonna die. They not gonna die because you say no. Just say no. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'd rather not. No, thank you. No, thank you. If you want to show up, just say no. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. That's all you gotta say. That's it. That is it. Look at this shit. I'm glad I caught y'all today because we gonna do these. I'm gonna make sure we gonna do these. Okay? I gotta go do some shit, but say no, go back and listen to the rest of this shit. Y'all have a good day. Peace.